Hello, welcome to episode 55 of the Datapack tutorial series for version 1.21. We're going to be making blocks that crack and break. We've done this in episode 270 of the command block series, but I wanted something quick and easy because I'm a little bit busy, that I didn't have to think too hard about the commands for. So, what are we going to do? We're going to have some little blocks like that. We've got no sound effects or anything when we place them because that's just admin work. We're setting up the map. We can remove them if we want. We can place them in different places. Okay, the idea is when we stand on them, they will start to crack and eventually they will break. If we stand on them for a little bit and get off, they will heal themselves back up. That's basically the idea. Now your player has to parkour their way around without the blocks breaking. Okay, if you stand in the middle, it'll break the nearest one, but don't worry, it'll still break the other one afterwards. There we go. So that's what we're going to be making. Well, let's get on and build it now. Okay, we start in VS Code and we'll do what we normally do and we'll make all the files and folders. So inside my function, my namespace function, new folder, I will call this cracking block. And inside there, I'm going to make a new folder and I'm going to call this admin. That'll be for our placing commands and things like that. So inside admin, new file, blockplacer.mc function. And we'll have a new file, blockremover.mc function, and a new file, give egg place, and a new file, give egg remove. Okay, so those are going to be used when someone is setting up the map, and once the map is set up you won't be using them anymore. And then we'll go to inside cracking block, new file, we will process the cracking block, and inside cracking block again, new file, we will process the cracking. That one will just do the animation and the sounds and things. And then we'll have a new file, we'll process the player. So when the player is standing on the block. And in cracking block again, we will have a remove cracking block. Okay. Load and tick we will be using, and I'm going to need a predicate, so I'll put that in my namespace, new folder, predicate, and inside there we'll have a new file, and I'll call it is on glass.json. Okay, let's Control KW, shut down all those windows. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll start with the admin commands because that kind of makes sense. First thing, let's do give egg place, so we can actually place something down. So we will give the executor a slime spawn egg, and let's give it some information. We'll give it an item name equals apostrophe speech marks. Inside there we'll call it place cracking block. How many spelling mistakes can we make in this episode? Okay, the item name isn't important. The entity data is entity data equals open and close. And inside there we'll need an ID. My ID will be Minecraft marker. And it's going to have a tag. And the tag is going to equal cracking block place. Okay, I'm going to copy all of that. Control copy. So let's do the remove. So we've copied the place. Let's go to remove and just paste that in. And I'll change it from a slime to a strider. So we've got a green egg to place it, a red egg to remove it. We'll change this from place to remove. And we'll change the tag from place to remove. And we'll save them. Okay. Get rid of those. Block placer. Right, in here I want to place the display, or the block display. I want to place some glass and I want to kill the marker. Okay, place the block display. This is probably going to be our longest command. We will summon a block display at those coordinates. And then let's get some information in there. We'll have some tags. Tag will be cracking block. Come outside of tags. And we'll have some transformation information. We'll have a left rotation, which will all be default 0F, 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 1F. I'm going to copy that. Copy. And I'm going to write and then paste. Okay, why aren't you happy there? Is it because missing key translation and missing key scale? Oh, that's fine. It's just saying you don't have the scale and translation yet. We're doing them. Scale. What size do I want it to be? Not full size. 1F, 1F, 1F. And translation. Okay, and the translation is going to be, I'm going to move it off just a little bit. So let's do minus 0.505. I'm going to change its scale as well, actually. That's why I've got minus 0. Let's do the scale first. So its scale is going to be 1.01. And 1.01 and 1.01. Now to center that, half of 1.01 is 0.505, I believe. I could be wrong. F, so that is why I am doing that amount. I don't want to do it on the Y, but I do want to do it on the Z, 0.505. Okay, you're not happy, is that because I haven't got an F on you yet? Yes, it is. Okay, so that should be the translation done. We haven't given it a block state yet. Block state. Block state requires a name. What is the name of the block? I'm going to use Minecraft Frosted Ice. And I'm going to give it a property as well. Properties, and inside properties we'll give it an age, and inside age I'm going to set it to 0, and I want a brightness. Where do I have to come for the brightness? Outside there we go. Brightness, open and close, and I'm just going to set it to full brightness. Sky 15, block 15. Okay. Let's place a piece of glass there as well. Set block bump bump bump. Now you might be thinking, well, where are these coordinates? We're going to do that in the tick function. That's where the coordinates are going to be defined. Kill at entity tag equals cracking block place. Okay, let's save that. Let's go to the tick function so we can test if we can place a block. Let's do tick. So we'll have some admin commands. We'll say admin remove when map is finished, and we'll put another little line there. So all the commands in here we're going to comment out when we finish making the map. So we will execute at any entity whose type equals marker, Minecraft marker, tag equals cracking block place. Oh my god, it's so nice to have autofill. Run function block placer. Okay, so we're executing at the marker. So when we look in block placer, we'll see that these coordinates are going to be at the marker. Let's copy that. We might as well finish the tick function, and we'll say cracking block remove. and you will run remover. Okay, that seems all right. Yeah, and we might as well finish off the tick function completely, and we'll do function process cracking block. Okay, let's save that. Bye-bye tick function, you are done. Block placer I think is done. Let's pop over and see. Let's do a reload. So if I do press that button, it is just running the reload command. Let's do function admin give egg place. Now I'm going to guess that we've typed in one of the one of the dimensions of the block display, maybe just a little bit wrong there. Let's go back. What did we put? So we'd be looking for the scale 10.1. There we go. That would be the problem. Whoops. That should be 1.01. Let's save that. Let's go back. Oh, quite like that. Reload. Pop another one down. That's a bit better. And I can stand on it. Cool. Okay. Right, let's do the remover so we can get rid of them. Well, we won't find it in there. Block remover. So what do we want to do in the remover? Remove the glass. We need to remove the glass. Remove the display entity. Now when the player stands on it, they're going to be putting a marker inside it, so we might as well remove any nearby markers. We don't have to be too accurate with that. Remove markers and remove the remove marker. Okay, let's remove the glass. So where are we running? We're running at the egg, where the egg lands. We're running at its marker, aren't we? So we're going to do execute at the nearest. That's an S, not an N. The nearest type equals. Oh, where's my block? Minecraft block display. Tag equals cracking block. Run set block at those coordinates to air. Then we will kill. I might as well just copy this bit. Copy. Type block display, cracking block. Yep. And then we will kill any entity whose type equals marker, Minecraft marker, tag equals marker cracking block. We haven't made these yet, but we'll be making them later, and we'll just say anything within a distance of 5. It doesn't matter if we kill other ones, it's not a problem, because when the player jumps on the block, they create that marker, and the markers kill themselves anyway, so we don't have to be very accurate. We can just kill any ones nearby. We could in fact just say kill all of them. That wouldn't matter either. Remove the remove marker. So we will kill any entity whose tag equals cracking block remove. Save. In fact, let's have a look at block placer, and let's have a look at tick. Let's see if we can. We're not running as them. We're running at them. So we'll leave that like that for now, because these are just admin commands. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, let's go and test them though. Let's go back. So if I give myself, well, we'll do a reload first. And then I'll give myself the remove egg. Now if I just slap it down near there, there we go, that one's gone, and that one's gone. If I do F3B, there's no hitboxes hiding around. This little lever is displaying markers, so there's no markers hiding around. That looks all right. Okay, so we can place one down. In fact, let's place some down now. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right, let's go back. We can now build our map. So we've got to start. We can build the map. Let's go to load, because we're going to need a timer. So scoreboard, objectives, add timer dummy. Save. That's load finished. That was a nice easy one. And Now I'm going to need my predicate to see if the player is stepping on glass. So let's pop over to Misode. We're going to check entity properties. Boobity boobity boo, there it is. We're going to check this entity. The predicate we're going to check is stepping on. And the block we want to check, string, glass. There's a lot of glass, we just want that one. Okay. Copy that. Back to VS Code, into the predicate, paste it in, save that. We now know when the player is stepping on glass. Okay, now let's process the cracking block. In here, we're going to decrement the timer, so we're going to remove 1 from the timer for the markers. We'll kill any markers on 0. We will process, I suppose, I'm just going to call it animation. And we will process the player. Okay, decrement the timer. Scoreboard, players, remove any entity whose type equals marker, whose tag equals marker cracking block, whose scores equals timer equals 1 or higher, so they have a score. Remove 1 from their timer, so the timer is going to count down. If it gets to 0, kill any entity whose type equals marker, whose tag equals marker cracking block, whose scores equal timer equals 40. No, 0, we're counting down. Timer equals 0. Okay, so that's going to count them down. When they get to 0, they will die. That's no problem. Now we're going to do process the animation. So we'll execute as any entity whose type equals marker, whose tag equals cracking block, marker cracking block, run function process cracking, and we'll process the player. Players is a bit of a complicated one. We're going to execute at any player whose predicate equals is on glass at the nearest S and M, just N please, at the nearest type equals block display, tag equals cracking block. We're going to align it to the XYZ, so it's running in the very corner of the block. We are then going to position it bump, bump, bump. Let's see. Position it into the center, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So that's now positioned in the center of the block. And we will run the function process player, save. Okay. I think before we do the process cracking, because that's based on the timer, we want the time. Well, we could do it because we've got the timer going down, but we need to place a marker, and process player is what's going to be placing the marker. So let's do process player first. We'll place a marker, so place marker if the player is standing on a block, and we're going to add 2 to timer if the player is standing on the block. So we're going to take 1 off all the time, but if the player's on the block, we obviously want the timer to go up. So we're going to be adding 2. So we're counteracting that 1 that's been taken off. Let's place a marker. Execute unless entity at n type equals have I done something strange there? Because it's execute unless entity. I know that seems alright. We'll put Minecraft marker. Why are you unhappy? Invalid entity selector, N. Why? Why is that an invalid entity selector? Didn't we use that before? Maybe we didn't. Yeah, but look, we've used it there, at N. Unless entity. I swear, oh, hang on. We've got curly brackets. Oh, dear me. There we go. Small things. Okay. That's thrown me right off. What was I doing? Okay, we better check its tag. Tag equals marker cracking block. Distance equals less than 0.1. So if there's already a marker inside the block, we're not going to place another one. Otherwise, we're going to get loads of markers. What we'll do then is run summon a marker, a Minecraft marker. Sorry, it threw me right off, that did. At those coordinates, which is, remember, we're currently set inside the block. We'll give it some information, which is going to be tags. And the tags we're going to give it will be Minecraft cracking block. Okay, so if the player is standing on top of a block and there isn't a marker in the block, we will place a marker in the block. And then we'll also do scoreboard, players, add square brackets, please. And we might as well just copy all of that. What we could do here is add another function and run that function as this entity, and then we wouldn't have to do this check twice. But I think we'll be okay. And we'll add to their timer 2. Okay, let's press save. Let's go back to Minecraft and see if we've got anything we can actually test. Let's do a reload and let's display that timer. Scoreboard, objectives, set display to the sidebar. The timer. Okay, your timer is going up, and if I get off, your timer goes down to 0 again. Okay, what if I'm right on the edge? Doesn't matter. I can sneak across. Now we've got one going up and one going down. Cool. I get off, and it goes down again. Cool. So that time is going to, so you see the marker kills itself, which is why I said in the block remover, it doesn't matter if we remove the markers, because they're removing themselves anyway. Okay, so we've processed the player. I suppose now we better process the cracking. So this is going to be the animation and stuff. Set block state depending on timer and remove block. So set block state. Let's do execute. Do we want as or at? I think just at. Any or S, because we're running as to the marker, aren't we? Let's just check. Processing block. Animation is executing as the marker. Cool. So we just do at S. But we do need to do a score check. Scores equals, and we're going to say 1. So if its score equals 1, then we will run data modify entity. The entity we want to modify would be the nearest. Type equals block display. Tag equals cracking block. And we want to modify its block state dot properties dot age, and we want to set that to a value, and we're going to set it to 0, which is going to be not cracked. Scores equals 1. Okay, it's not happy there because I haven't told it what score. Timer. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. Copy, and we need 1, 2, 3 more of those, and we're just going to say, well, if the timer equals 10, then set it to 1. If the timer equals 20, then set it to 2. If the timer equals, you can guess, 30, then set it to 3. So 0 block state is no cracks, 1 is some cracks, and this is a property of frosted ice, which is why we're using the frosted ice. So as the timer goes up, we're making the crack bigger. It'd be nice if we played a sound as well, actually. This is going to set it to no cracks, so we won't play a sound there. We'll play a sound on this one, though. So I'm going to copy that first bit. Copy. Play sound. Well, surely it's going to be glass breaking, hasn't it? It's got to be glass breaking. We'll play it on the block channel because we're considering this a block. We'll play it for all players. We could just leave that as default now, but I think I want to make it a bit... I'm going to make it a bit quieter. I'm going to change it. So let's play it at those coordinates. So as it starts to crack, we'll start at a slightly lower volume. We'll change the pitch a little bit as well and have 0. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go to the end of that command. I don't know what I just did, so I'm going to press Ctrl Z. Okay, I'm going to copy all of that. Copy, paste one down for that one, and paste one down for that one. And we'll just set this to 20 score, set this to 30 score. And the only difference is I'm just going to make the volume a little bit louder as it cracks each time. There we go, just a little bit. Probably won't even notice it, to be honest. Okay, so that should work. In fact, we could test that. Do a reload. Hoink! Ooh! And as I get off, it'll go back to normal. Cool. Remove block. Okay, so for here we're going to execute. To be honest, I could just copy this. Copy that. Pop it there. Change that to timer equals 40. So if it's timer equals 40, we're going to execute as the marker who scores equals, and we're also going to need to do at S. So we better get rid of that run there. Got a preemptive with that run, too early. Now we'll do run, and we'll run a function, and it will be remove cracking block. Okay, so the marker's equal to 40. We're running at the marker, remove cracking block. Let's make sure we've saved that. Let's go over to remove cracking block, and let's remove this block. So remove the display. We'll have to, we'll play a sound. Play sound. Got to get rid of the glass. Remove glass, and let's have some particles. Particle. And we'll kill the marker because we don't need the marker anymore. So remove marker. Okay, remove the display. Kill the nearest. Type equals, going to be a mistake there. Type equals block. I've done it again, haven't I? Look, I've done this. I've done the curly. Why do I keep doing curly? That's a new habit of mine today, apparently. Type equals block display. Tag equals cracking block. That's it, because we're targeting at the marker, and the block displays at the same place. So there we go. That'll do. Play sound. Play sound. Minecraft. Actually, let's type glass, and it'll do the rest for me. Minecraft glass break. Yeah, we'll play it on the master channel. No, block channel. Let's do block channel. For all players at those coordinates, we'll play it at full volume this time because the block has gone. 1.5 we had for the pitch and 0 minimum volume. Remove the glass. Set block at those coordinates to air replace. Now I could put air destroy and it would play the glass sound and it would do particles for me. But I would be destroying frosted glass. And I don't know what particles that got. We could experiment and find out, but I'm doing it this way so you can choose any sound you like and you can have the particles from any block you like. So you've got a bit more control. So let's do the particle. Particle. It's going to be a block. I have to say what block it is, and that is a block state, I believe. We'll find out if it's not. So probably Minecraft. I'll just go for ice. And we'll play it at those coordinates, and we'll have a size of 0.2 on the X, 0.2 on the Y, 0.2 on the Z, a speed of 0, and let's have 50 particles. And let's remove the marker as well. Kill. Probably just kill is okay. But I'm going to say kill at S. So it's going to kill the marker that this function is running at. Kill would probably just kill the marker that this function is running at as well. But I remember the old days where if you just typed kill and you didn't specify anything else, it killed every entity in the world. And I remember having a lot of pain from that before. So PTSD from that. Okay, I think we're done actually. Let's pop back. We can reload, start jumping on these blocks. Ooh, you know. And I've fallen. Okay, now we can set parkour up. Uh-oh. So you could stand on two. It'll only break one until that one's gone, and then it's going to break the other one. So you're in a bit of trouble. So now you've got your parkour course. People have to jump round. Oh, God, but they're on a time limit. I am fantastic at parkour. Look at me go. Got the long jump. And I've fallen off. That's how good I am. That's what I get for being cocky. And we can remove them like that. Once you've set your map up, you come back in to your data pack. You pop into the tick. And I would just say remove that and comment out that. Because once the map's set up, you don't need those anymore. Those are just for placing and removing the blocks. Okay. And we are done. Hey, whoop, hey. So I'm going to wave goodbye. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Take care. And I'll see you soon.